Hello, everybody. Today I'll be talking about Halo Infinite and why I think the game is dying and it's just slowly starting to decay and nobody's really talking about it. First off, was the complete lack of communication and care for the game in the first year. For a game to go free to play, like for a live service, especially as a game as Halo, it's kind of a big deal because it's Halo is exclusive to Xbox, and now anyone can play for free on PC. I mean, you could play for free on Xbox, but now you can play it for free right from Steam. And 343, they dropped the ball hard. The game was not good. The game had a lot of bugs and crashes in it, and just a lot of not just a lot of shit that should not be in Halo, especially when it's free to play. I mean, you're trying to make a great impression, especially about a game that's been in development for 10 years and has a $500 million budget. It's not good. The multiplayer was fun. It's okay, but it wasn't like, it didn't feel like Halo. Like once they implemented the eliminate sprinting, it's not Halo anymore. It just didn't feel like Halo. Um, and this comes from me reading an article saying that season 4 or 5 of Halo Infinite, it just didn't save the game. The game's been dead since season 1. The game will never be revived. The game will not be revived. The game is just dead. 343, they're not good. They never should have been chosen to hold to take the responsibility of Halo. Halo is just, it's too big. It's too big of a franchise and too much of a moneymaker and a very starship franchise for Xbox. I can't believe that they dropped the ball. Like, I thought a free roam Halo game would have been awesome. But and from what I hear, the campaign is cool, but at the same time, I hear the only cool thing and the only cool mechanic is the grappling hook, which is kind of a shame. The graphics were fucking horrible. And that's a big deal because, again, $500 million, 10 years. The game should not need another year delay or patches to fix the game. The game should be almost perfect with how the game looks and how the game runs. And servers were shitty. Bugs were just everywhere. There were server issues, microtransactions. Oh my god, the fucking microtransactions. Um, instead of caring about the game and the content of the game and the servers and the bugs and the fixes and the balancing, they focus so much on the microtransactions. Some of the coolest shit in the game, you had to pay real money for, and even then, like, the shit wasn't that cool. Like, there was cooler shit that you could have unlocked in Halo Reach and in Halo 3, and then by just playing the game. Um, I just don't understand that, why now people are starting to be like, oh, the game is dead. The game is just it proves yet again that this season is not going to be able to fix the game and revive it. The game's going to stay dead. The game has been dead since season 1. Nothing's going to change the game. As it was a terrible first impression of Halo for many, many, many people, especially for the multiplayer. Um, and from what I know now, from what I can recall, there's still not a lot of shit in the game. There's still not even a firefight mode. There's no split screen, I believe, in Halo. There's no split screen in fucking Halo. There's just everything that used to be in Halo is just not there. And then they did the Call of Duty route where they were like, they took away modes and stuff that was always in Halo, and they slowly implemented it through updates. But when you do that, and this is I'm gonna make a video on Call of Duty 2 soon. But when you do that, the game itself, when it goes out at launch, and it doesn't matter how good or balanced or working the game is, if you cut content like if we're gonna go through it from 100% standpoint, if they were to release 70% of the game at launch, and over the span of like a year, they release the other 30% of the shit that was in the game to begin with, You don't have a completed game. You already have a game that's destined to fail, and it's most likely not gonna do good or keep players' interest. When I was playing, I played on the same 2 3 maps, and that was horrible. As a huge fan of Halo, that was fucking unbelievably upsetting. I never thought, especially with Halo, I never thought Xbox would have disappointed that much, and they really did. I don't think they should keep 343 making Halo. I read an article saying that maybe they're not doing that, or they're going to give 343 some help. But I just don't think 343. I don't think they should have the honor of carrying this legacy of this franchise. I feel like at this point it's either let the franchise die, and you have to make a new shooter, or like you have to find a team that really cares about and knows what makes Halo Halo, because the game is a mess. The game was a mess. The game is still a mess. There's like, as a time of me making this, and I don't know when this would be posted, but by the time of me recording it, there's like 3,000 people playing. Like that's nothing, and it's just slowly, steadily declining more and more and more. And maybe after every update you'll see like a little bit of like a hiccup and like a little increase, but it will never be enough to revive the game. The game is going to eventually get below 1,000 players, and we're probably going to hear a message from Microsoft or 343 saying some bullshit about the content or whatever the game. It's really upsetting. As a big fan of Halo, it's really sad and upsetting. I would have bought the Xbox just for Halo, and I didn't even buy it for Halo Infinite because of just how bad it was. I was able to play for free, and it was just not fun. It was not Halo. It just felt like multiplayer was like forced into the game, and for a game like Halo, that shouldn't be the case. I shouldn't feel like the mode was forced. But yeah, that's kind of it. I just want to talk about it and ramble a little bit about Halo Infinite, because Halo is one of my favorite franchises, and to see what happened to it, especially with Halo Infinite, is really upsetting. And I hope if you guys agree, let me know. If you guys don't agree, let me know. Let's have a discussion maybe. And yeah, peace out. And Halo Infinite is poopy. Bye.